There's something to be said about being exclusive with your presence and with your time. Hello my beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm Leeor Alexandra. If you're new, welcome! This is a vibration raising, life affirming, motivational channel where you can come to get your spirits lifted and your anxiety lessened. Is that a word? Lessened? Lessening your anxiety? You know what I mean. So today I want to talk to you guys about 4 mental habits that we have got to give up in order to be happy and successful. But first, I want to give a huge shout out to my friend and Patreon supporter Cole, who gave me the most amazing idea for this channel, guys. I want to try to do a group manifestation live stream where everybody who wants to participate will get together to manifest something, a specific thing for a certain person. The way we're going to choose who that person is going to be and what we're going to manifest them is you guys are going to hit the comments, let me know what you've been trying to attract in your life through the law of attraction, what you're trying to manifest, and I will pick somebody at random. This is going to help all of us because you guys are going to learn about group manifestation. You're going to get tips and advice about how to visualize and how to attract something for somebody else. It's going to make you a more confident attractor because you're going to see your work paying off, and you're going to get that good feeling knowing that you've helped somebody else attain something that they truly, really want and need. If this works, if this group manifestation thing works, I want to try to do it for a different person every single week. Make sure to thumbs up this video if you like that idea and hit the comments below to enter this challenge. Tell me what you want to attract and what you need the community's help with. Now let's get right into the video. The first mental habit that we have to give up is giving up on ourselves and on our dream. Way too often I have people telling me that they want to give up and stop wasting their time because they hit a bump in the road, or they were rejected, or they didn't get what they were asking for in the time frame that they wanted to get it in. If you're willing to give up on something that you love that easily, even after a few rejections, maybe you don't love it enough, maybe you don't want it enough. And if you don't want it badly enough, it will be harder for you to get it. You know who experienced failure in their life? Einstein, J.K. Rowling, Oprah, Bill Gates, Beyonce. If they had given up and decided to, I don't know, walk away from their dream and settle for a minimum wage, the world would be a completely different place. It would be with much less innovation and so much less art. What sets those people apart is not necessarily their talent or their circumstances, but it's their refusal to give up. They refused to let go of their dreams. They stood back up every time they fell. You can't give up on yourself, and it's as easy as deciding right now, wherever you're watching this, just make the decision that you will not give up on your dream. You will not give up on whatever makes you feel alive. If you stay strong, get over those bumps in the road, get over the rejection and get back up, you will reap the reward. Remember that things will come to you in the right moment and in the right way. If you haven't seen results yet, don't give up because you're about to be there. Usually we're about to get whatever it is that we want right before we walk away from it. Your manifestation is on its way to you now. Stop giving up on the universe because the universe won't ever give up on you. A good way of turning around that feeling of wanting to give up is to just say F it and just do whatever you want. Just go for it. Right when you're at the moment of giving up is the perfect time to go all in. Number 2, the second mental habit that we have got to give up is holding grudges. We have to give up grudges for the main fact that harboring those feelings of anger and resentment is only going to hurt you, not the person that you feel them towards. You're only hurting yourself physically and mentally by holding on to these negative emotions. Forgiveness is the key to freedom. To let go of a grudge is in essence a step towards self-love. So to let go of a grudge, first acknowledge the problem. Figure out what the actual problem is that you're holding on to and why you're holding on to it so tightly. Step 2 is to share your feelings. If possible, share your feelings with the person that you're holding the grudge against. Remember to use I sentences like I feel like you, so that the person doesn't feel defensive. Usually when we have a conversation and we say you did this, you did that, that will automatically make a person feel defensive and you will not get anywhere. It will not be a productive conversation. If you can't talk to that person who your grudge is held against, talk it out with other people. Just get through it, work through it. Maybe switch places, try to gain some perspective. Put yourself in the shoes of this other person. You may not learn anything from doing this, or you may learn everything and immediately feel a sense of relief that you have some sort of deeper understanding about the situation. Lastly, about letting go of grudges is you have to accept the situation for what it is, whether you received an apology or not. Choose to heal. This is your decision, this is your health and your life. This person is not responsible for how you feel. And holding on to the pain, holding on to that hurt is only hurting you. The third mental habit we have to get rid of is feeling FOMO. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, is defined as the uneasy and sometimes all-consuming feeling that you're missing out, that your peers are in the know about or are involved in something that is better than what you have. Nearly 3/4 of young adults have reported to feeling FOMO, and it's a horrible feeling. Too often, in order to not feel that FOMO, we overextend ourselves to make sure that we're at every social gathering, every extracurricular, every business opportunity. In the long run, it does us no good. We stretch ourselves too thin and we adopt a short-term outlook on life when we need to be looking long-term and making sure that we're good for the future. FOMO stems from unhappiness or dissatisfaction with your own life. That might be a hard thing to accept, but the first step to healing from it and to not feeling it is to accept that. It also comes with the illusion of social media, where everyone looks like they're having so much fun and doing so much, but remember that that is an illusion and that people's online personas are much more fiction than reality. Listen, it is okay to say no. It's okay to not show up, and it's okay to not be invited somewhere. In fact, there's something to be said about being exclusive with your presence and with your time. I used to feel major FOMO when I wasn't invited somewhere or when I couldn't make an event or an extracurricular activity, until I learned and understood the feeling of FOMO is being dissatisfied with my own current situation. And the way to work through that is to work on myself and work on my life. If my life is exactly the way I want it to be, I'm not going to be missing out on anything. You can stop feeling FOMO by taking the focus off of other people and putting it back on to yourself and your own life. Focus on everything you do have: your career, your job, your education, your hobbies, your family, your friends, your pets. Focus on the things you do have and you will feel fulfilled. If you feel fulfilled with your own life, you will not be afraid of missing out on what everyone else is doing. A great way to actively fight against FOMO in your day-to-day life is to stay away from social media, from checking it all the time. We check it right when we wake up, before we go to bed, while we're eating, and any waking moment, really, we're checking social media. Weaning yourself from that habit is going to be so beneficial to you. So try to get off of your phone or computer early on in the evening. In the morning, don't reach for your phone right away. Maybe take a walk or meditate, do your morning activities, drink some coffee before reaching for your phone and starting the whole social media check. This will actively begin to start shielding you against FOMO. Now, number 4, speaking of FOMO, the 4th habit that we absolutely have to give up is comparing ourselves to other people. We all do this naturally unless we put up forward a conscious effort to stop doing it. I've probably said this in like 5 other videos, but I'm going to put it in this one also because it is so important. You will only feel freedom and happiness once you release yourself from comparing yourself to other people. The issue with comparing yourself to others is we often compare our weaknesses against someone else's strengths. We will also compare all the things that somebody has, the material things that somebody has, to the things that we have. When we do this, we will always lose. It is the easiest and fastest way to feel badly about yourself and have an immediate drop in self-esteem. We don't want to be comparing ourselves to anybody else. You need to understand that you are far too unique to be compared with anyone else. You also need to accept that your version of success is probably not the same as somebody else's, and it doesn't have to be. The first step to stop comparing yourself to others is to gain awareness. Notice that you're doing it. Become aware of your thoughts while you're scrolling social media or talking to people, and see what you're feeling. Are you feeling envious? Are you feeling jealousy? Are you feeling anger or resentment? You'll notice that you don't have anything to gain from comparing yourself to others, but you have so much to lose. Once you identify these feelings, you have to work through them. Why is it that you feel jealous of this person, and what steps can you take to overcome that? If you notice that you are feeling jealous of a person who has more material things than you, then look inwards on this. Gain some self-realization from this negativity. Turn it into something good. So you see that somebody has things that you want. So what do? You have to work harder on yourself. Find out what you can do in your life. Find your ikigai. Find what it is that you can do that will make you the money to afford you these material things, but will make you happy, make you feel successful. You have to remember that material things will never fill us up. You can buy everything in the world and still not feel complete. What really fulfills us is work on the inside, feeling whole on the inside. So create a life that makes you feel whole. And I guarantee that that life, that the majority of your happiness will not be sourced from the things that you buy. When you're working through comparing yourself to others, you have to constantly count your blessings. When you feel so down because you've been focusing on everything that you lack, the best way to turn that around is to start focusing on the abundance in your life, the good things in your life. Gratitude will immediately make you stop comparing yourself to other people. Focusing on what you do have and all the great things in your life will right away make you feel better. Everyone has their own journey, and it's not fair to compare yourself, your journey, to somebody else's. Everyone starts at different times with different places and different circumstances, and we can't be looking at their journey because we have to have our eyes set on ours, set on our road. Have blinders on to your goal. Even though a good 80% of you guys probably have this tattooed on your brains because I say it so much, I'm gonna say it one more time because I love it. It encompasses this whole number 4 mental habit. Stop comparing your behind the scenes to other people's highlight reel. We each get 86,400 seconds every day. Spending even 1 second of that time coveting somebody else's life is a waste of time. You have not gained anything from doing that, from wasting your time scrolling through Instagram and wanting what other people have. You could be using that time to be with your family, be with your friends, be with yourself, be in nature, learn, get better, improve, work out. There's so much to do in life, and you should not spend 80 of those 86,400 seconds of your day wasting it on nothing. If you need to compare, only compare yourself to who you were the day before. Strive to become a better person every single day. You should only feel competition with yourself. So the 4 mental habits you need to give up today are giving up on your dreams, feeling FOMO, holding grudges, and comparing yourself to others. Life is way too short and precious to waste any of your time doing any of these 4 things and thinking in these damaging ways. Focus on yourself and your journey, be grateful, work harder, and keep looking up. Revel in your current happiness. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Please don't forget, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up so we can continue to grow our community. And don't forget to comment what you need the community's help with to attract, what you want to get into your life, what you want to manifest. I'm going to be picking one person at random, and we're going to do this live stream. Super excited for you. I hope it turns out good. A little side note, this video was picked by my Patreon supporters. Thanks guys for picking this one. If you want to be a part of this group that gets exclusive podcasts, private live streams, polls, and so much more, you can become a member and support this channel for as little as $2 a month. The link will be in the description. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. Until my next video, make sure to keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye!